All right, guys, it's the fall.
No, it's still summer.
It's going to be the fall soon. Do you know what we do in the fall?
We still sweat our asses off because we're in Florida.
That wasn't quite what I was asking.
I take more naps.
Well, that's possible too. But I was going to suggest that there's two things you do in the fall. Cute girls and sports. And that's what this season is about, God damn it. We have two options.
Welcome to Anime Time, everyone. This is the part of the channel that shows up maybe 4 times a year, possibly 5, depending on how we feel. And we missed last season because we kind of just missed the boat on all that. So we will take a few minutes to talk about the stuff that's coming up. And for this one especially, we will skip everything that is a continuation or a second season.
Because there's a lot of second, third, fourth seasons
And a fifth
that
season.
just kind of popped up. They were just like, you know what? This fall, we're going to continue everything. Let's continue everything.
So we're to take this time to focus on the new stuff and only the new stuff.
3 Gotsu no Lion. Rei Kiriyama is a 17-year-old boy who recently started living alone, financed by his salary as a professional shogi player. Despite his independence, however, he's yet to mature emotionally, and his problems continue to haunt him in his daily life. His relationship with his adoptive family is strained, and he has difficulties interacting with his fellow high school students. Meanwhile, his professional career in shogi has entered a slump. Burdened with the heavy expectations placed upon him, his wins and losses are fluctuating as his record and progression into the ranks begin to stagnate. Acquainted with Rei are the 3 Kawamoto sisters, Akari, Hinata, and Momo. Unlike Rei, they live happily in their modest home, which they warmly welcome Rei into as if he were one of their own. He frequently visits the family, interacting with them and receiving the kind of care and affection he never quite had while under his foster home. This is the story of Rei's triumphs and failures, relationships new and old, and his growth as a person.
Shut up! You're not my dad. Or my mom.
I was a really big fan of other shows that fell into this kind of like older, like simpler game that goes into like the professional circuit. Like I love Chihaya Furu.
Hikaru no Go.
Hikaru no Go kind of brought like superpowers into it though.
To play that game, it requires a lot of superpowers.
It really doesn't. But yeah, it could be good. I'll keep an eye out on it.
Part of me is like, it's a kid who's a professional shogi player who makes money and is having trouble with his life. Like, it feels like, you're not my dad! Like, part of me feels like it's that. Ajin Too. The second season of Ajin. This is the only one that we're covering amongst the other ones. For high schooler K and for at least 46 others, immortality comes as the nastiest surprise ever. Sadly for K, such a feat doesn't make him a superhero in the eyes of both the general public and the governments. He's a rare specimen who needs to be hunted down and handed over to scientists to be experimented for life, a demi-human who must die 1,000 deaths for the benefit of humanity. Ryan knows a little more about Ajin than I do, so I'm gonna let him take his opinion here.
Season 1 was very well done. It was very well handled. Once again, it runs into that category of being a CG anime, which makes me want to run in the opposite direction while screaming and potentially on fire. But it handled itself well enough. The CG was decent. I'm more than willing to give it another shot. All Out! Sports! Gion Kenji is short and perpetually pissed off about it. Iwashimizu Sumiaki is tall but timid. Although it's bullies that bring this unlikely pair together on the first day of high school, it's the rugby club that will make them friends.
I'm Patty Tanager, the caddy manager. It rhymes. Want to fight about it?
Yes, big what? You want to fight about it?
I like that opening. It's like, he's short and he's pissed off.
I love the idea of a rugby anime. I like that Madhouse Studios has their hands on it.
People die in rugby, just saying.
People die when they're
I do remember hearing from people that have read the manga who spoke with me about it, that the manga doesn't do quite the justice of what happens to people that play rugby.
People lose their ears in rugby.
Like, yeah, it doesn't go into quite how visceral rugby is as a sport.
People start
but I'm willing to give
rugby.
the anime the chance just to see if they actually change it up and make it perfectly clear that when you get hit in rugby, you're down for like a week.
Bloodivores. 60 years ago, a strange case of insomnia struck the population. forcing them to stay awake for more than a full week. The victims, completely sleep-deprived, all went mad. To cure this illness, a new medicine was produced, but the side effects turned the patients into vampires. Humanity went to war against these new species in triumph, but some of the vampires managed to survive. Born a human and a vampire, the main character, Milu, a child of hope, is to represent the new hope that will connect the two species. Ringleader of a bank robbery, Milu is arrested and transferred to a special prison of the National Defense Agency that monitors vampires. Trying to break free with the Anji. Milu is attacked by strange monsters, and he finds that the prison location corresponds to the birthplace of vampires, the old capital, Blue Town. Why are vampires trapped in Blue Town? Are the strange monsters attacking them? Our heroes must fight to solve those mysteries. So, side effects of Valtrex is erection that lasts 4 hours and vampirism. But only in 5% of the population who took Valtrex, the anti-herpes medication, turned into vampires. I'm actually very intrigued by this idea. If also because they were going to put all the vampires in jail together and just see what happens. Like, I want to see this, if only because it's taking the idea of a vampire, which is normally like, blah, supernatural, I kill people. It's like, no. They might actually just be normal dudes who just like to suck blood. And I also like the idea of a vampire prison.
I feel it's another pretty guy vampire series.
There was a girl on that.
There's always a girl.
Yeah.
Or it's a man.
No, there's always a girl in these vampire shows, so the female viewers have someone to connect with. Or at the very least to copy-paste themselves over.
Probably.
Brave Witches! I understand that we said we weren't going to talk about second seasons, third seasons, fourth seasons, fifth seasons, sixth seasons, and spin-offs. But I am vetoing that because Strike Witches. I love the Strike Witches series. I won't make any excuses. New cast of characters, new environment. I'm more than willing to see what they've got up their sleeves on this one. Plus, no more cute girls. I can't argue.
So, like, what I remember about Strike Witches is, like, they're girls with no pants and they wear planes on their legs and they fight aliens that try to invade, right?
Actually, most of them do wear pants.
Sounds like most of them wear, like, skirts and stuff like that.
No, some of them wear skirts. But if you actually look at the picture,
yeah,
especially for the image that's up there on the second season, I don't know if the image we'll have is the same one, but you can see that some of the girls there are actually wearing pants.
Okay, but I mean, like weren't they like fighting aliens trying to invade their world?
Yes, they're fighting the Neuroi. The Neuroi come in like weird crystal-looking vessels and try to destroy the planet.
Oh, okay.
Essentially.
And I know they're named after planes, like Contact Lesson, where they're named after boats.
Not exactly. They're not really named after planes. Some of them are named after historic figures. Some of them are named after historic planes.
Historic figure planes.
Yeah. But, yeah, Strike Witches. Hands up. Thumbs up.
So which one?
Pants down.
Classic Lloyd. The story follows high school students Kanae and Sosuke, who live in a provincial town that is trying to revitalize itself with music. One day, suddenly, classical Lloyd versions of Beethoven and Mozart appear in front of both Kanae and Sosuke. The suspicious-looking classical Lloyds play music that they call Mujic. It has a strange power. Starts to fall and giant robots appear. Stars start to fall and giant robots start to appear. Now every day is a tumultuous, eventually more classical Lloyds start to appear, such as Bach, Chopin, and Schubert. So what is the great power that the classical Lloyds have? Are they friends or foe to humanity?
I want to kill myself. I want to kill myself to make this anime not happen.
I want a large.
At the same time, I have to stay alive long enough to watch Strike Witches. So.
I want a large Frederick Chopin.
You will call him Chopin, or I will ask you to leave this house.
Or just so we get like a medium-sized Beethoven.
Guys, just let me have one.
What?
All right, one.
What?
Schubert. And I want freaking G Gundam to just start rising out of the water as Schubert.
So I assume the basic idea of this is from what I've just read is that
it's
they're just a bunch of giant robots and kaijus named after like
no.
famous musicians.
They aren't. They're It's a parody on Vocaloid.
Oh, okay.
It is nothing more than characters that are made to represent classical composers that show up and do music, and when they do their music, crazy shit starts happening.
Okay.
Stars start falling onto the earth, and they require giant robots in order to stop
giant robots
them.
show up. Yeah, it's...
I'll give it a shot.
Digimon Universe, App Monsters. The key to the anime stories are smartphone apps that many people around the world are using. Inside these apps, AI life forms called App Monsters are nicknamed Appmon are hiding.
So, like, it's Pokemon Go, but with Digimon, and it's all in their app phones.
Yes.
Yes.
Except when you traverse to the Digiworld, you hit the app and you get sucked in your phone, and your phone drops and breaks, and you're stuck there forever.
Yeah, I'm wondering how if they're gonna go into the digital world like a lot happens in Digimon. Are you gonna get sucked in through your phone?
And your phone
Is your phone gonna break? Do you get sucked into your phone and then your phone acts like a black hole and then sucks itself in so that it goes with you? These are the questions that must be asked and will be answered in the Digimon Universe series.
I feel a lot less awkward having a Nidoqueen on my iPhone than I do having an Angemon. Drifters. The May 2015 issue of Young King Hours magazine announced an anime adaptation. That's very poorly worded. The story of the manga centers around Shimazu Toyohisa, the real-life samurai who fought in the pivotal battle of Sekigahara. In his dying moments, Shimazu is transported to a world of magic with other famous warriors throughout history. These warriors are forced to fight each other in an endless battle.
Dynasty Warriors?
Sort of. Except
Samurai
it seems like it's going to be taking famous warriors throughout history. Now,
Warriors Orochi?
I have not seen the actual trailer to this, but if it's at least taking characters from other nations' history, then I'm intrigued.
So Warriors Orochi.
Because then it becomes like Fate Stay Night, except without more horseshit than necessary. You just get historical figures fighting each other. And you don't need, like, people die when they are killed. I don't need that. I just want to watch the historical figures. That's all I want.
Flip Flappers. How does the world look in your eyes? Paprika and Kokona, the heroines of the story, hold the keys to open the door. When the two girls meet, their adventures are at different time and different overlapping dimensions called pure illusion. Again, many things in pure illusion will stand in for girls, many on their search for the mysterious crystal called the Shard of Mimi. Mimi? Yeah, Mimi. An item that is said to grant any wish. However, when the girls find themselves in danger, the Shard of Mimi shines, and they're able to transform.
I just like saying flip flappers.
Flip Flappers.
Flip flappers.
Looks like a magical girl thing, but nothing.
It does.
It has no tags, therefore it must be the forbidden love.
I don't know about that. What I will say...
Lack of tags means forbidden love.
I will say that if Cody is able to acquire the same picture that we're currently looking at, that shows the girls in what I have to assume is them transformed.
Or transforming.
Or transforming.
Their legs are galaxies.
Their legs aren't galaxies. Their legs look like they have spray painted on stockings.
Looks pretty cool.
You'll take note that it kind of like fades out towards the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right, the galaxy can't go on forever.
I suppose so.
It can only go thigh high.
Into the absolute zone between skirt and stockings.
But once you reach the Zettai Ryoki, that is when you discover the true meaning of the universe.
And infinite power!
That is where the galaxy simultaneously stops and begins. For no man can truly understand its depth.
Is that where Poochie ran to?
Yes.
Poochie ran to...
We're not bringing up... No, we're not...
Okay.
No. Next season has no JoJo's. We're not allowed to bring it up. It's against the rules. Moving on.
Oh, man.
Fune wo Amu. The series follows the employees at the Genbu Shobo Publishing Company. Araki, who is a veteran editor for the dictionary department, is looking for a successor now that he is approaching retirement age. After Majime Mitsuya, a salesman who's a poor talker, meets Masashi Nishioka, Araki's co-worker who is sociable and frivolous, Araki overhears their conversation and decides to recruit Majime into the department. The story follows the awkward humans Majime and Masashi as they work together to compile a medium-sized Japanese dictionary titled The Great Passage. I am more than willing to watch this in the morning with like a cup of a drink of an unknown nature.
Ryan.
And just watch.
Ryan, there are no tags.
There doesn't need to be. It's a book about two guys making a dictionary, Dre.
Ryan,
Is
The
that what
dictionary.
It's a
It is
show
a
about two guys making a dictionary. You don't need tags because nothing fucking happens.
dictionary, Ryan, being the
That's not-
key
that's
term.
not- that's not
the
a tag.
key
That is
term.
not a tag.
There are no
Not a tag.
There are no tags
Not
because
a
it's the
tag.
forbidden love.
It is not
That
the
that is
forbidden love.
the rule.
That
the
is
rule
not
is
forbidden love.
no tags
I refuse-
means forbidden
I
love. It is
refuse to
two
believe
men
that's
loving
gay.
a dictionary,
I
Ryan.
refuse to
Ryan,
believe
this
it.
is a story of two men loving a dictionary.
Look, two men can love a dictionary. A dictionary loves everyone equally.
Girlish number. The story follows the lives of Chitose Karasuma, a college student who aspires to be an idol voice actress, and other young women in the industry. This is it. This is all that the information I have here.
Another anime about idols. Doing whatever the fuck it is they do.
Guys, it's okay. We're fine. No tags.
Idol memories. The anime takes place in 2035, where virtual reality technology has evolved through the people that can experience world travel and other live event experiences from the comfort of their own home. In this space, idols perform live events for a worldwide audience, as worldwide popularity of idols performing in VR rooms increased. The Canon Private Academies have established a beginning island to train new idols. These idols compete and strive to reach the top of the World Idol League. The anime will focus on the 6 idols who make up 2 units, Star Ring and Shadow. So wait, hold on. Idol Survivor? We put all these idols on the island, they kill each other, and then whoever comes out of the idol on top?
No.
Damn it!
You and I both know that's not what this show is about.
I really, really was hoping.
I was really hoping
'Cause-
we'd get through at least one season of anime without 4 idol shows.
Well, the thing is, like, I will give any idol anime a shot. And I'm talking like actual like full idol anime, not like, here's a 10-minute whatever. If they have good music, I will give it that shot. I don't like Love Live that much, but some of the shit that they do, like the musical numbers, I fucking love. I'm not saying Love Live is good. Some of it is. Same with Idolmaster. Idolmaster, it's not that great. It's not at all. But goddamn it, sometimes they make songs I put on repeat. Because it's fucking good. But that's just me.
Don't worry, Cody. None of us are judging you. I'm judging you. It's got like 7, 8 exclamation points, so you gotta say it that way. Keijo! Kaminashi Nozomi is an exceptional gymnast, so much so that colleges with some of the best gymnastic programs are trying to recruit her. Unfortunately for them, she has other plans. Due to her family being extremely poor, money is everything to her. That's why she wants to step into the world of Keijo. Keijo is a type of gambling sport where girls stand on a small floating platform and compete against one another. The aim is to push the other contestants off of the platform into the water, but they are only allowed to use their butt or breast to push the others off. Will Nozomi be able to compete in the intense world of Keijo and bring wealth and fortune to her family?
So, Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, a single mini game inside of that game was turned into a television show.
Well, I want you to understand that that's actually a thing in Japan that they do. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not limited to Dead or
it's
Alive.
called MXC.
Well, I suppose so.
Or it's like that little show where Jack Black puts a pair of panties on his head and stretches it across to blow out a candle. Yes, they have stupid shows like this in Japan all the time. People love that shit.
I am more than willing to give any fan service that you show a shot. And then add to that, it's got the sports tag, so sports. And the minute I can see a girl performing the Dempsey roll with her ass to knock multiple people off of a floating platform in a pool, my life will be complete. I'll just kill myself afterwards. I'll see you guys later.
Long Riders. The manga follows Ami Kurata, a first-year college student with no special qualities. One day she happens to notice someone riding a folding bike immediately, falls in love with it, and uses all of her savings to buy one. She eventually gets introduced to the world of long-distance bicycling and road racer bikes, and she forms a cycling team called Fortuna, with 4 other female college students from the same school. The goal is to ride in a brevet, or long-distance team called Fresh. I'm only intrigued now because it didn't say high school girls. It actually said college girls. So it's not like, middle or high school girls like washing their bikes with their breasts like the last one that a few seasons ago.
You know, the funny thing is that despite the fact that I did look forward to that show, Bakuan,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to this show, what I will say is that I think Bakuan did not get anywhere near enough credit.
No, it didn't. I actually like Choju.
Mostly because it at the very least, it was very open about the fact that it was an anime about motorcycles. And then on top of that, it just had like a fresh coating of fan service and cute girls doing cute things.
And the girl who would always make motorcycle sounds on her bicycle.
Vroom.
Like, she had the biggest gouts of autism ever.
Luger Code 1951. The story centers around the young linguistic genius and university professor Testa. He is introduced by his senior, Sergeant Rosa, to the Allied Cryptanalysis Department. There he is tasked to break the enemy werewolves' code, which the werewolves are using to encrypt their radio transmissions. Testa is astounded, as the only sound the encrypted code produces is the howling of a wolf. His research yields no results, and he resolves to capture a live werewolf for better cryptanalysis. After exhausting all possible means, he finally finds a female werewolf, Yonaga. Can I run away?
Can we run that back? Because it started off going, military stuff. Oh yeah, the werewolf code.
The werewolves that are using cryptography. No.
So they got to send their messages via like telegraph.
Yeah, but it all comes out as a wolf howl.
Yep. Magic Cube Renaissance. A world where art becomes magic. In this world, people who can inspire passion with their magic arts are called artistias and are employed in the show business. In Hoshimori Private Magical Arts High School, where artistias are taught, a strange student named Ohana Aigitsaki transfers to the school. Ohana is placed in the planning committee for the school's yearly Hoshimori Summer Festa Cultural Festival. She spends her romantic school life with 6 other boys who aim to become entertainers in the future. Each of the boys specializes in their own arts and aims to make Hoshi Fest a success. In addition, the boys also aim to be chosen alongside Ohana in the school's Artistia Prince and Princess, only chosen once a year. A magic Cune for you. A magic Cune for you. A new renaissance starts here. Magic Cune Renaissance is a multimedia project where you can create great memories with artistias of greatly varying personalities. So it's like one girl.
It's a dating sim anime for girls.
Sure.
Yeah. There's the one girl. There's the 6 dudes.
I see 5 dudes.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The one on the top.
I know,
yeah,
Cody.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but that is a dude.
It's Funny Valentine's what that is right there.
The ends aren't curly enough. They're not making a spin that's gonna suck you into a different dimension.
I'm always watching like if it's an actual like art shit about art and shit. I'll always give that a shot because they haven't been bad so far. But this might be the first bad one. Is all I'm saying.
It depends on if this is actually about art. Because guess what? No art tag. It's just music.
Magic, music, romance, school. Like it said stuff about art and making art. So I'll give it a shot. They haven't been bad yet.
That's what I'm saying. This might not actually be about art.
This might be the bad one then.
Mahou Shoujo Ikusei Keikaku. The novels are set in a world where a social game called the Magical Girl Raising Project allows 1 in tens of thousands of people to be a magical girl, possessing extraordinary physical capabilities and looks, as well as special magical powers that set them apart from the rest of the human race. But one day, in a district containing 16 magical girls, the administration announces that it must have the number of magical girls to solve the problem of magical energy. At first, the 16 magical girls race to collect more magical candy than their competitors, but the rules quickly become twisted, and it quickly becomes a murderous battle for survival amongst them. Yes, please. I will happily accept Battle Royale Magical Girls Edition.
I'm really hoping that's what it boils down to.
Well, I mean, it did just say it quickly becomes a murderous battle for survival. I can really only hope it means that the magical girls are all going to try and murder each other.
And I hope it's with cute magical powers. Like things that you would normally be like, heart beam! And then it comes out and it rips your heart out of your chest. Like, just make it horrifying. I'm seeing this thriller tag, and I want to replace it with horror. And I want this to be something.
It could be fantastic. I'm more than willing to give this one a shot.
Nanbaka. 4 men are assigned to the prison. Jugo, a man who attempted to break out of prison and ended up extending his jail time. Uno, a man who likes to gamble with women. Roku, a man who likes to get into fights. And Nico, a man who likes anime.
Why is that last one in jail?
He probably...
Was he too much of a neat that they had to take him out of his home and put him in prison?
Or he ran along the street with his arms behind his back like a stupid ninja. Or like he actually tried to do some stupid anime shit and got himself in jail. I would believe all these things, to be honest.
I just want to know why he's in jail. It seems the only thing mentioned here...
He bought too much anime.
Has that become a crime in this day Japan?
Possibly.
If you own too much anime, that's it. We gotta throw you in jail.
It's like your life is more than 80% anime. Get past 90, you got to go.
I don't know how to feel about this one.
Action, comedy, drama.
But that's mostly just because I liked Prison School.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is Prison School without the girls. Like it's just going to be a comedy about 4 guys in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
So, I don't know how to feel about that. Nobunaga no Shinobi. The gag manga centers on a young female ninja named Chidori, whose dream is to help the Warring States-era warlord Oda Nobunaga to achieve his goals.
It's not an anime series without an Oda Nobunaga anime.
But guys, she can't help. Chidori doesn't kill people. Only Lightning Blade actually kills things. Chidori never did anything.
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Chidori solved the no problem.
We have potentially a very cute comedy history anime, and you had to ruin it by bringing up Naruto.
I'm sorry, but is that a Chibi Nobunaga in the corner?
I wouldn't really describe him as chibi. I would describe him as, you know,
and Nobunaga
comedy Nobunaga.
Well, he's the size of 2 chibi characters.
Kind of like Nobunagun, which was the greatest comedy anime.
Oda Nobunaga
Nobunaga
didn't kill anyone. The guns he brought over did. OccultNine. The paranormal science story follows the 9 idiosyncratic individuals, linked by the Choju Kagaku Kirikiri Basara, a cult summary blog, run by 17-year-old second-year high school student Yuta Gaiman. Little incongruities that occur around these 9 eventually lead to a larger, unimaginable event that may alter what is considered common sense in this world. They used a lot of big words and didn't say a whole lot.
Yeah, literally, there's not much I can pull from that.
It just says weird stuff starts happening with these 9 people.
I will say that the I don't see anything about who wrote this, but it looks like it was made by the guys that made Steins Gate.
But yes, it is by the creator of Steins Gate.
It is by the creator of Steins Gate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It actually looks more like Persona. Persona 4.
Well, then we'll all be in luck. Maybe they'll all shoot themselves and I won't have to watch.
That's number 3.
Sengoku Choju Giga. The anime will use a sumi-e, traditional Japanese ink painting motif, and will feature Japan's famous Sengoku-era warlords as animals. The anime will depict the characters in historically important events, as well as in casual, everyday situations. Any anime
Keiji Maeda as like a giant fucking monkey
that wants to try and use sumi-e as its art style, I extend my pinky finger thusly as I hold my book of really bad porn manga up above my face and just like, yes, this is exquisite. Yeah. I shall take a moment in between watching Brave Witches to watch this.
Shakunetsu no Taku Musume. Ever since the champion was defeated, the world of girls' junior high ping pong has been in turmoil. Kiori is the new smirking transfer student at her junior high school. She's ready to shake up girls' ping pong. Sports!
The world of girls' junior high ping pong has been set to turmoil.
Turmoil, he says. Sure, I'll watch it.
Just take the table, flip it over, we're done. We can't handle this much turmoil.
I'll watch
sports.
I'll watch a show about ping pong. Yeah, sure, buddy. I'll watch a show about ping pong.
I mean, it's a bunch of little girls whacking around a bunch of balls, but you know. Sports.
Yeah, buddy.
You'll be
But-
good at them.
But seriously, no, that first sentence just hurts my brain. Just in turmoil. How does that even happen?
Shumatsu no Isetta. If I am promised to the princess, then I will fight for her sake. In 1939 CE, the imperialist nation of Germania invaded a neighboring country. All at once, that war spread throughout Europe, and the era was dragged into a spiral of a great war. Then, in 1940, Germania's attack turned towards the Principality of Elistad, a small Alps country abundant with beautiful water and greenery. Yes, Cody. Yes, Cody, we understand. You can get this out of your system, I understand.
I'm not gonna say it.
No, Cody, you're sitting there giggling. Go ahead, get out of your system.
Cody, use your words.
So Hitler is trying to prevent these two girls from being together.
We don't even know that that's actually the case in this anime.
I can only go off of what's here. All I'm saying is, in 1939, Common Era, the Imperial Station as Germany invaded a neighboring country.
I'm pretty sure that the point of this series is actually about the Principality of Elistad.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the princess and the person that's going to serve her are both from Elistad,
Probably, yeah.
not from Germania.
But I'm just saying, dude, like, the minute I heard in 1939, a place called Germania invaded a neighboring country, I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound too familiar.
You just see one dude with a Hitler mustache on the TV going, "We must prevent this forbidden love!"
That's when he raises his hand. Jawohl. It's, to be honest, though, it looks like one of those two girls getting real close. Or that's probably a dude. I can't really see from here.
I don't think either of those are dudes, Cody.
Neither of them are dudes, and it still doesn't tell me what went wrong in the world of girls' junior high ping pong.
Soshin Shoujo Matoi. Is 2016. Matoi Sumeragi, a second-year junior high school student, works part-time as a shrine maid at the Tenmon Shrine in the city of Kamiya. Ever since being separated from her mother in early childhood, Matoi has been entrusted to her grandparents on her father's side 3 months ago. I didn't skip anything. Wow.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
You've skipped the butt.
Yeah.
It's all
On
about
her
that
father's side, but 3 months ago.
She finally began to live with her father Shingo in those circumstances. She only wishes for a peaceful, normal life. Her close friend and part-time workmate Yuma Kusanagi is part of a family, and the shrine's chief priest is canon to be the successor shrine maiden for generations. Her family has performed exorcisms of evil spirits. She invites Matoi to come to one of these exorcism ceremonies, or so-called divine possession, that she will attempt. One day, Matoi and Yuma walk from the school to the shrine as usual. When they arrive, they are greeted by shrine's now damaged grounds, and Yuma's parents have both collapsed from their wounds. Matoi's father, Shingo, a police detective, launches an investigation and comes upon a man who does not seem entirely sane. He's the only witness, and when he holds down the man, Yuma begins the ritual divine possession. Something strange happens with Yuma, but with Matoi. Matoi Sumeragi, who had only wanted a normal, peaceful life, takes the power to banish evil spirits. To get her precious everyday life back, Matoi must conduct exorcisms. That was a long synopsis, and that's probably the entire first episode.
It is the entirety of the first episode, and it really doesn't tell me that much about the show.
Didn't say a damn thing.
Yeah.
It's the darndest thing. Does she look happy?
I guess.
She doesn't seem too upset, but still not too. I don't know.
She's pretty happy that her parents are dead. Still, no Mahou. The story follows Tamaki Honda, a first-year high school girl who joins a somewhat peculiar SNS boo, a circle that makes doujin video games. So is this like New Game, but instead with school and a bunch of girls?
Yes, except instead of it being a professional company, it's a bunch of high school girls doing it.
So it's New Game.
Yes, but New Game at least had some people that were semi, kind of, sort of, partially, maybe, a little, maybe.
Ryan, you can't even say it, can you?
No, I can't.
Can't? No?
I can't, but at least they're supposedly trained professionals.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me. Tiger Mask W. In the Tiger's Hole, the behind-the-scenes organization of the revived wrestling world, 2 young wrestlers take a stand. One of those fighters has inherited the training facility and mask of a tiger that Naoto Ito left at the foot of Mount Fuji. The other fighter has been victorious at fierce competition since entering the Tiger's Hole, and has obtained the Black Tiger Mask. A tiger mask that walks down the path of light, and a tiger mask that walks down the path of shadow. Neither of them have ever seen each other's face. In the ring, the two are fated rivals, but their goals are the same: crush the Tiger's Hole.
That sounds...
Crush the Tiger Hole.
Yeah, all this sounds like the plot of one of the doujins that the Stella no Mahou would make. Because it's talking about this tiger hole and how it must be crushed.
Yes.
So, the only way I'm going to watch Stella no Mahou is if it's writing doujins about Tiger Mask W.
It won't be.
So there's no reason for me to watch it then.
Well, that's your biggest problem. I love the original Tiger Mask manga. I understand that this is a continuation, and it's about the people that take the masks after the story of Tiger Mask finishes. But you don't get anywhere near enough animes about wrestling.
Trickster Edogawa Rampo Shonen Tante Dan Yori. It is the 2030s. The Boy Detectives Club gathers under Kongo Akechi, the mysterious detective. The group solves cases great and small, using their unique skills. One day, a member of the club, Kensuke Hanzaki, meets the boy Yoshiro Kobayashi. Kobayashi's body cannot die due to the effects of an unidentifiable mist, but he yearns for death, and shirks from contact with other people. Taking an interest in him, Hanzaki invites him to join the Boy Detectives Club. Their meeting is connected to the fate tying together Kogoro Akechi and the era's greatest villain, the Fiend with 20 faces. You know, if it didn't just look a little bit gay...
It does look...
No, because here's the thing. Can you tell me which one of these characters currently shown on this screen...
But we don't even know if the audience is going to see the same picture.
Well, even then, just think about it.
I'll try.
And no, any picture that you show, can you tell who the guy who can't die and wants to die is?
The white-haired guy?
This guy right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. Dude with multiple faces and that thing, might be that guy, guy. I don't know. They didn't even tell us about these three.
Udon no Kuni no Kiniito Kimari. Sota Tawara is a web designer working in Tokyo. When he visits his family's udon place in his hometown Kagawa Prefecture, he discovers a young boy. Upon confronting the boy, Sota soon learns his secret and decides to quit his job in order to take care of the boy, Poco. The daily adventures of the two slowly unfold as Poco energetically navigates his way through Kagawa, the Udon Kingdom, along with Sota.
So, little boy shows up at this man's doorstep. He quits his job to follow the little boy.
Yes.
To raise the boy, basically. But the whole trick, and it's a little hard to tell from the picture that's presently there. I don't know if the picture will change for Cody's when we get this posted. But it's kind of obvious in his name. Poco is a tanuki.
Oh, okay.
So he's got big balls.
He is a shape-shifting raccoon spirit.
With big balls.
That might be why the guy just is like, alright, yep, quitting job, gonna do my work here. That's pretty much the end of it.
This boy's got big balls.
www.working. Daisuke Higashida gets a job at the restaurant because of family financial difficulties, but no one who works there is normal.
Working.
It's a new season of Working, it's a new cast, it's a new crew.
Well, maybe it's like one guy.
I don't see a single returning member.
Nope.
I don't either, but like it could be like, fucking Yamada in the seal. It's like, hey guys, what's going on? I'm 40 now.
And she owns the store.
Gonna need some older Yamada.
Oh my god, MILF Yamada.
I think it would be funnier if it was still just the manager and she just hasn't changed at all.
Oh my god.
She's the only person that's still there. She looks exactly the same.
You mean Oto-sama?
Hmm?
Oto? The old man?
No,
he owns the store.
He owns the store, that's true.
But no,
but Kyoko was best girl and should remain as best girl.
Yuri on ice. The story...
Make it in. Cody, you're keeping in the laughter. We gotta keep this part of it in.
Yuri on ice. The show's story revolves around Yuri Katsuki. He's carried on all
Okay, this show is not what you think I'm gonna try and get us through this.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
I had it. You guys keep laughing like idiots.
I can't stop. Just don't say the name. Don't say the name and go on. We already have the name. We've said the name twice.
The show's story revolves around Yuri Katsuki, who carries all Japan's hopes on his shoulders to win at the Grand Prix finale ice skating competition, but suffers a crushing defeat. He returns home to Kyushu and half feels like he wants to retire, and half feels like he wants to continue ice skating. With those mixed feelings swirling inside of him, he confines himself inside his parents' house. Suddenly, a 5-time consecutive world championship ice skater, Viktor Nikiforov, appears before him, and alongside him is Yuri Plitskisi, a young Russian figure skater who is already defeating his seniors. Victor and both Yuris take up on the challenge of the unprecedented Grand Prix series, and both Yuris,
They are holding all of Japan's hopes on their shoulders. All the Yuris on their shoulders.
Yeah, sorry about
so
that.
hold up the hope of Japan.
So sorry with the opening there. We can't get past of Yuri on ice.
Reptar on ice.
I was kind of hoping this was going to be exactly what it said as the title.
Yuri,
it was just going to be two girls in love, ice skating, that's it.
No,
it's basically a lesbian love story told through ice skating.
Yes. I totally would have been
that.
down with that. Yeah. Totally would have been done with that.
Oh, it would have been terrible.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for listening in. This has been Anime Time or Anime Fanatics or whatever the hell we want to call this at this point.
I think Anime Fanatics is fine.
Anime Fanatics is fine. And hope you guys enjoyed everything, and hopefully we were very helpful in, making your decision on what to watch and what not to watch this season. Be sure to at least try and subscribe to us, follow us, and give us a comment down below to see what you guys think about the animes coming up or not. See you guys next time.
Also, it's fall season. Pick up 2 girls, go do some sports, and watch Keijo, Brave Witches, because that's what men do.